a lender, and also to know the questions that you will need to ask a lender. Assuming a lender come to preach to you or come to market to you that you should come and take a loan, there are some questions you need to ask that lender. So I think that this is some of the things we will achieve in this section to this morning. What did I say we will achieve? What did I say we will achieve? Yes, that is one. Identify different type of lenders. Yes.
Identify the responsibilities associated with borrowing.
Okay. But let's remember our rule, one at a time. No porous answers. Yes, what more? What more? To know about the terms and conditions of lending. So quietly fill out that form and then return back to us. Put yesterday's date. That is yesterday's date. You a word to some set of people. Some I will give another paper that contains the definition. If the word you have to locate the person that have the definition of that word. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Somebody shake head like this. Who has not got it? So now we start the game word. Hey, which word do you have coming? Mortgage. Locate the person that has the definition of mortgage. Who has the definition of mortgage? at the paper you have. Are you the one? Okay. Go and join him. Don't read it yet. Yes. Which word do you have? Yes. Rethink. Who has the definition of rethink? Who has the definition of rethink? Eh? Somebody must have the definition, rethink. Read what you have. What do you have?
I have the amount of non-getting.
Eh? Madam. Who cancel? Somebody had. Oh yeah. Which word? Collateral. Who has the word? The definition of collateral. Eh? No, it's not a thing. What do you? Which word?
Guarantor.
Okay, guarantor. What do you have?
I'm coming to change that now.
Well, read out.
Professional carried by his client is finding and cheapest.
Professional. You are a credit broker. Then, which word? Which one? Who has personal contribution? Now you. Which word? Principal. Well, read that. You now. What do you have?
I have the amount of non-getting
Uh-huh. Yeah. Which word? Have you penalty? Who has the definition of penalty? Uh-huh. Word. You. Okay, so come and put the word. Come and put your word alongside the definition. Word definition. There should be mark tape now. The amount of money for borrower paid to the lender in addition to repaying the amount of money the borrower paid to the lender.
Definition: pledging a property you own as security to obtain credit from a financial
That is not
institution.
mortgage. That should be collateral.
Eh,
That should be collateral. So read out collateral.
I should look for collateral.
No, since you're already reading,
Okay.
but what I'm saying is that it's not source for the cheapest loan.
My name is Chua. I'm looking for a bank that can lend me that money. That was why I came here. I will so that I will know if your bank to my own condition. The number one question I have I have a small personal contribution of 10% of the cost of my project, because the cost of my project is 10 million. So far so good. I have 1 million. I would like to know your grace period after making a first payment, because I'm asking for your conditions now. Yes, so I will ask for the questions first. I would like to know a grace period before making a first payment, because my business is a brand new and it takes a little time to set everything up. Then secondly, I would like to borrow immediately and for up to 5 years. That's the duration of the loan. I'm a bit afraid when it comes to the penalties, which I would like to know your penalty in case there's a late payment. I would like to also know the interest rates and cost of such loan, including fees such as insurance, administration fees. I would also like to know the benefits from financial and entrepreneurial support to ensure the success of my business. Knowing well that my business is a new one, so I would also like to know the package you have for entrepreneurs. I would like to know the reputation of your bank so that I will know if I will entrust you people with this tax. Lastly, I would like to have information about the values of the financial institution so that I will know if you people have that certain amount to give me.
Okay, thank you, Sholape. My name is Joy from the XYZ Bank of Industry. Okay, so in my bank, we have a wide range of financial options depending on your business capability. If you are registered as a small business owner, if you are registered as a limited liability business owner. However, we give loans to certain people in various sectors. Either you are from a real estate company, either is for a personal business, or either is for a group of organizations coming together to collect the loan. However, our market interest is free. So we at the XYZ Bank of Industry take only 7.5% of whatever we give you, and you have a 4 years grace period for repayment. However, the customers who qualify for our loan are individuals, especially civil servants, employees, and companies. Also, we give to business owners, but for business owners, we are going to scale it. First, you must have a registered business company. Secondly, you must have a corporate account through which the money will be paid to you. And thirdly, you must and must and must make sure that you don't have any outstanding service loan you have. So if we check your BVN and we see that your BVN is flat, you will not get this loan from the XYZ Bank of Industry. However, the prerequisite for the Bank of Industry to give you this loan is that you must have a minimum personal contribution of 20%. However, that's your 10%, you would have to step it up. So you have to make sure you get it up to 20%. Then you will get us a guarantor. You have to get a guarantor, and you also get a performer invoice stating what you want to do with this money, to make sure that this money we are giving you will be highly effective and you can be able to repay it. Your credit application process is stress-free. I am here for you. The large network of the branches, we have branches throughout Abuja, we have branches throughout Nigeria, so you don't have anything to worry about. The bank, our XYZ Bank of Industry, was voted as the best bank of the year. Be rest assured that the money you're collecting from us is guaranteed and is CBN monitored. Also, our bank offers ethical financial products, means that we've tailored it down to suit your needs. We won't give you more than what you need, and we'll make sure also to follow you up to make sure that the money you're getting from us is highly utilized. Lastly, we take advantage, we also put into consideration environmental factor to give you every necessary assistance you need to make sure that the loan you get is highly utilized. Thank you.
No, maybe she has marketed for a bank. Okay. So, comrades, you see the role played, very interesting, right? So, what are those things? First, what are the responsibilities associated with borrowing money from that role play? What are those responsibilities on the side of the lender and on the side of the borrower? Yes? No, you were, I want the people who were listening. Yes? Accountability. 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 Yes. There is interest rate that is involved. Yes. Interest. Yes.
Personal contribution.
One person at a time. Guarantor. You must have a guarantor. Yes.
Personal contribution.
You need to have your personal contribution, which he has. Was that the case, that you must be a company owner?
No.
They also say they can give to individual. So registration of companies. If you are coming as a company, is that the only thing the company needs? You must have an account, a corporate account. Must be a customer of the bank for 6 months. What other thing?
The grace period.
There is a grace period. In that case, how many years? 4 years. Yeah, what?
Benefit.
We've talked of guarantor. The money must be used for what you come to borrow it for. Money used for the goal. Yes.
You have the bank reputation.
The bank must have a reputation. What again?
Not benefit too. Benefit.
Benefits. Repayment, early repayment.
You also have the value of the financial institution.
That is the reputation issue. Yes. What are other issues that you saw out of that?
Accessibility.
Accessibility. So all of these are responsibilities. First, you must be accountable, which means you must be able to repay whatever loan you have taken. And then there must be a goal. Why do you want to take the loan? You understand? You must be able to convince the bank that this is what I want to use the loan for. You also need to know that there is interest that applies. So it will be your responsibility to pay interest. The loan amount. You didn't tell me about the loan amount. The guy said he needs 10 million. The loan amount must also be clear and well stated. You should also know that there are penalties, which if you default, you will pay back. You also need to talk about the method of recovery of the principal, the repayment method. Or if you are not able to repay, accessibility, we talk about access to the financial service. You must have a current account, or there could be money transfer. You could use bank card, mobile app, or through internet service. These are processes that money can be sent to you. These are clear issues that we need to understand when we are going for a loan or a facility, as the role play has clearly shown us. Now we want to talk about different kinds of lenders. Kinds of lenders. Do any of you have an idea of the kind of lenders? You must have borrowed money before, right? So what it means is that you know the kind of lenders. Yes, which one?
Cooperative society.
Cooperative society. Yes. Microfinance bank. Commercial banks. Yes. Credit homes. Yes, mortgage homes too. Mortgage banks. Yes. Association, I don't understand. I didn't know credit homes. Eh? Clubs. Social clubs. Yes. What other? Insurance homes. Does insurance borrow people money? So, what of families? Friends. Friends can be lenders. What does this now draw our attention to? Judging from when we talk about service method yesterday, what does this remind us? Beyond commercial bank, we didn't talk of Bank of Industries. There used to be Commerce Bank, Abi. What does this draw our attention to? Yes.
They've answered it.
This draw our attention to the fact that there are formal lenders, there are semi-formal lenders, and there are informal lenders. So I'm very happy that you appreciate yourself for that. So you have a number of lending platforms. You have formal lenders, you have semi-formal lenders, and you have informal lenders. And what then that takes us to now is to choose a lender. It's about selecting a lender now. What are the factors that you need to consider to select a lender? Repayment flexibility. Or repayment conditions and terms.
Interest rate.
Interest rate, good. Yes. Grace period, which can be also tied to repayment terms and condition.
Parental condition. Parental condition.
These are already condition, terms and condition. You said something. Safety of collateral, because there are banks you give collateral even when it's not yet time. You come back, you cannot get your collateral again.
Yes.
It has happened.
Yes.
People have kept their property papers with banks to take loan. They come and pay their loan. Bank cannot give them the property paper again. Maybe someone has taken them. There are cases in court today. Big banks. But the bank can't give you. They say they are not seeing the paper again. That is why he's talking about safety of collateral. It's an issue. Banks, big banks. There are cases in court today. You give somebody paper of billions of naira worth of property. They gave you loan. You have paid back your loan. Bank no dey see paper give you. No, it's a message, it's an issue. So when you want to take loan, you should put that into consideration. If you give the person the collateral, you see that the collateral is more than the loan you take, you jackpot. So we have to put that. Then what are the other issues?
Moratorium period.
That is the grace period.
The time the person will have to use the money before they start.
There is grace period. The lender's reputation. Yes. What are the other things you need to consider? Accessibility. We talk about accessibility. How accessible is the lender? You go and take money from a lender in Lagos when you are in Abuja?
No.
Accessibility. Yes. Eh? Flexibility. Terms and conditions, we talked about that. The financial strength too of the lending institution, how financially strong. Financial capacity. Does he even have the 10 million to give you? You need 10 million, then you now go and meet a lender who you know that does not have the 10 million to give you. Am I making a point? Yes. The financial strength or capacity of the lending institution is also very key. So these are things you must look at in selecting a district. But beyond this, why did we say you tie borrowing to? When you as we say financing options yesterday, what did we say the financing option you choose should be tied to? Should be tied to your goal. What is your project? So when you want to choose a lender, you should have to look at, is this lender able to meet what I want to do? For instance, if you want a mortgage for a house, you should be looking out for a mortgage bank. Yeah. Am I making a point?
Yes, sir.
If you want to open industry or a business, you should be looking at either back of industry or commerce bank if they see anyone. If it's agriculture, you should be looking at back of agriculture. So your goal should also play a dominant role in selecting your lender. Am I making a point?
Yes, sir.
If you want to open an industry, why you may not go for a commercial bank is that, like he said, his business will take time to stabilize in the role play. And if his business is a business that is going to take 4 years to stabilize, you can't go to commercial bank that if you go today, the interest start running today. Because then you have not even start clearing the sites of your project. You are already paying interest. You understand what I'm saying? As I say, well, this financial education, we are not to give you money, but it's to guide you on how you can manage your finance. It is not advisable. You want to start a business that will take a long time to stabilize, to go to any bank you know may not give you a grace period. That is why I say you need to know those words that are very useful to taking a loan. Am I making a point?
Yes, sir.
You should look out for a lender who will give you a grace period. Like the broker said, we are going to give you a grace period of 4 years.
Yes.
So if you see a lender of that nature, I'm sure you should be happy than the one that will say, even before we give you the loan, we are charging the interest upfront. That is what most commercial bank does. You understand now?
Yes.
So in selecting a lender, you should put these factors into consideration. Some lenders, if you did not pay interest, they charge interest on top of that interest you did not pay.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
If you did not pay interest, on that interest again, another interest enters. So at the end of the day, you discover that the interest that we accumulate may be more than the money you have borrowed. So in selecting a lender, you need to be guided by these conditions, these factors we have just identified. From the role play, what are the questions that you need to ask a lender? I told you people to note them down. What are the questions?
Any hidden charges?
If there are hidden charges outside the interest, what are the other charges? Yes. What are other issues in the role play?
Reputation.
What is the reputation? The strength of that bank. Reputation. Yes. Collateral safety. Yes. What are the penalties? Yes.
Duration of repayment.
Is that what?
Duration of repayment.
Duration of repayment. Yes.
Interest rate.
Interest rate. Yes. Grace period. You must ask this question and you need to be clear about them. The spread of the institution in terms of branches. You should know things that he asks. You can read out your paper again. Sholakwe. Especially on the area of the questions you asked.
I have a personal contribution of 10% of the cost of my project. I would like a grace period before making a first repayment, because my business is a brand new one and it takes a little time to set up everything. I would like to borrow immediately and for up to 5 years.
Financial availability, financial capacity or availability, because he needs it immediately.
And duration too.
Yes.
And you also mentioned the duration.
Yeah, that
for up to 5 years.
Duration is already here.
Okay. I'm afraid of penalties in case of late
Penalties
repayment.
is already here.
I would like to know the interest rate.
Interest rate is here.
And cost of such a loan.
Cost of loan, other charges.
Yes.
Charges.
I would like to benefit from financial and entrepreneurial support
to ensure the success.
What that means?
Yes.
What did we start with today? We started with credit terminologies. Those were the words and meaning. So that when somebody say collateral, you know what it means, right?
Yes.
When somebody say grace period, you know what it means now.
Yes.
Let someone else read number 2.
The borrower is responsible for repaying the loan according to the repayment schedule.
What you understand now, know that you are responsible to repay the loan you have taken, and according to the repayment schedule. That is why you have grace period. That during grace period, this is a loan that has a grace period, you are not supposed to repay, right? And that once the grace period elapses, you are to repay. The broker, was your story containing the duration the loan is supposed to be repaid back?
Yes.
What was it?
4 years.
That in 4 years' time, you will repay back the 10 million if we give you. And anything beyond that, what will happen? There will be penalties. So you should know that it is your responsibility. Let someone else read the other one.
Okay. Taking a loan is a serious matter. Do not take it lightly.
Do you all believe
Yes.
that taking a loan is a serious matter? Don't take it lightly, because if you default, you will forfeit your collateral. Your property will be seized. Is it not?
Yes.
Let someone else read out the other one.
The man or the woman is the one who pays debt.
I think it's about a rich man. The rich man or woman is the one who pays debt. If you are owing debt and you are not paying, are you a rich person?
No.
It is only when you can pay debt you are a rich man. That is why you see there are so many multi-millionaires. They are poor because they are living on other people's ways. They are owing debt, they are not paying. Let someone read out the other one. It's a proverb anyway, that the rich man or woman is the one who pays debt.
To choose a loan and lender wisely, you first need to know what products are available and who. No, that's
And who the lender is continue.
okay, and who the lender are by gathering as much information as possible.
Yes, to choose a loan and a lender. Don't rush to choose a loan and a lender. To choose a loan and a lender, you first need to know who the lender is or are. Who are they? And how will you do that? Is to gather enough information about them as much as possible to know whether the product is even available there. Am I making a point?
Yes, sir.
You need as much as possible information about the lender before you can decide on which lender. Let someone else read the next one.
With that information, you will be able to choose the product best to suit to your needs.
Like I said, it's not every product that suits your need. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's not every credit product that suits your need. There are credit products that will kill you.
Yes.
That is the truth. That is why they say Nigeria commercial banks can only borrow to traders. importers, they can't borrow to industries. You know why? Because industry that will take 2 years or 3 or 4 years to set up, if they take loan from our commercial bank, before they start off, the interest have overtaken the loan. But for trader who just go and buy, bring, or sell, they can take loan from the commercial bank. So if you want to establish something that will take time, you either look for back of industry or other credit institutions that can give you moratorium to say, oh, we are giving this loan, we are going to assist you to set up your business, and this loan you will not pay interest on it for so number of years. Such you can take from. But if it's the one you are taking today, it may not suit your business. Is that clear? Or a business that you will take 1 year to set up. Somebody tell you, if I give you loan, in 1 year you should pay me back. Has the person giving you the loan for the business? Oh. Because even in 1 year you have not started the business, but it is already time to pay back. So that is it, what that means. Then the last one.
Which of the lender you will depends on the nature of your project in other words, the goals you wish to achieve by taking a loan.
Which lender will depend on the goals you want to achieve or the project for which you are taking the loan? Is that understood now?
Yes, sir.
Did we achieve this in this section?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Clap for yourself. Finally, in this section, have we been able to achieve our aim?
Yes, sir.
What did we aim? To learn about the text and definition. Have you learned about the text and definition?
Yes, sir.
Clap for me. Two. To do what?
Identify the responsibility associated with borrowing money.
Have you learned the responsibility associated with borrowing money?
Yes, sir.
Clap for yourself. And next,
Identify the factors to consider when selecting the lender.
and you sure you can identify those factors?
Yes, sir.
Clap for ILO. The next,
Identify the different types of lenders.
have you identified those different types of lenders?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Let's clap for GIZ. Next,
To leave the process one needs to ask the lender.
do you now know the question that you need to ask a lender now?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Clap for Mohammed. Thank you very much. You'll be wondering why I say you should clap for ILO, GIZ, and Mohammed. ILO is the International Labour Organization. They are the one that is sponsoring this program, collaborating with the NSC. GIZ, like Grace said in the first day, what did Grace say GIZ is?
German Institute.
It's German International Cooperation Agency. They are the one that is providing the money for ILO to support us. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Mohammed is the master trainer of financial education in Africa.
Wow.
Now he trains us. wetin we dey train teach Then thank you very much. On that note, we brought this session to the end. I will break it for tea now. It's, let's say, 20 minutes past 11, right?
We may find when we want to collect a loan.
VAT.
Okay, there's VAT. What's the VAT rate? What other charges?
Will not be held liable to pay back that loan. So when those insurance charges are not taken, there's every likelihood that if the person dies, his children may be held, his poor widow may be held to repay back the loan. That is what it means. So some institutions, they charge, they have insurance charges, some do not have insurance charges. And then there are some other ancillary charges that are taken, which in most cases are defined by the institution. These are determined most times by the institutions. Some of them may include registration fees, tax. They may include tax like withholding tax. Aside VAT, they may not take VAT anyway, because this VAT is purely a consumption tax. So they may not take VAT on loan. So instead of VAT, we may just withholding tax. So these are some of the costs. These are some of the costs, charges or fees associated with taking a loan.
Sorry.
Yes, please.
Please, in this insurance charges, I need more light on it.
Okay. You want to understand what it is? Okay, take for instance, you take out a mortgage loan, that is a loan to buy a house. Most times, most mortgage charges last for up to 15 years. They may give you up to 15 years to pay, to repay that loan at a certain percentage. And they may tell you that you'll be paying a certain amount every month. So, in the insurance charges, included in all some of the paperwork you are going to fill out, you may be made to fill out an insurance charge, in which that insurance charge is built into the repayment. Is built into the repayment. It may just be a small amount of maybe 1,500 naira, 200 naira. So since you are paying that insurance charge, in the event that you are no longer able to pay, maybe because you had an accident, you are incapacitated, or in the event that the person dies, you understand? That charge covers, takes off the insurance company pays off the balance of the loan. The insurance, because you are paying premium, that insurance charge in most cases is even a premium. The insurance company pays the remaining of the loan. So nobody will come and hold your wife or your son. They say your papa is owing so amount on mortgage. This house you're living in. Haven't you seen people that when the breadwinner dies, they will quit the family and collect back their house? They do it on car, especially in other countries. Most times in Nigeria, it doesn't happen. They will repossess the car, or they repossess the house. That is because the loan is not an insured loan. It's not an insured loan. So there is no insurance company that will help to ensure that the loan is paid off. So that is what the insurance charge costs us.
So in this case, what of if I was opportune to pay back the loan, and what will happen with the insurance charges?
You will now have to liaise with the, you know, in insurance, money is never refunded.
It's like it's yearly thing.
It depends on what the agreement with the bank and the insurance, which will be passed down to you. But in insurance, money is never paid back. Unless if you are doing insurance savings. That is when that money will be given back to you. Because insurance money is only paid for a particular purpose. In most times, it is either accident or death. You understand? So most times it's either accident, you insure against accident, or you insure against death, which is life assurance. In this
So
program,
one way to the other, I'm paying that money maybe to secure my children in case.
exactly, in case you die and you're no more able to continue to pay for that house that they're living in. Because you will not want, if you die, the mortgage institution will come and take the house. They will take it and quit your family. So that's what it is.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. I think what of in the case of there's a disaster like fire, outbreak, and I have not finished paying, would the insurance cover? Because
If it is in an agreement between the mortgage institution and the insurance company, if it is in that agreement, because before you take out an insurance, before the mortgage institution take out an insurance on their property which they are going to sell to you, they will have what they are insuring. They may say, okay, we want to insure against a natural disaster. You know what natural disaster is? Rainfall, earthquake, landslide, wind will blow it, hurricane, all those things. Or they will say we want to insure against fire outbreak. But if it is fire, they will investigate how come. Is it something that came out of an accident, or somebody purposely put boiler on and slept off, the boiler burnt and started burning down their house? If they find that that is it, they will not pay. They will not pay. But if it is maybe something that is not from any your fault, maybe there is a high electrical surge from the transformer or through the high tension wire and it affected the house, that one is not your fault. They will pay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to see how to calculate the credit cost, and we're going to look at our character, Sholape. I don't know, where is Nock? Let me get a quick chat from this people. You can just bring one so that she took a loan of 1 million naira. Yes. At an APR of 30%. And she's expected to pay the loan in 3 years. So I want to calculate how much will she be paying. And she's expected to pay the money . She's expected to pay the money monthly, okay? So how do we calculate this? I was trying to do a small research on this. To know what the loan repayment amount is, there's a formula for it. Okay. You're all happy. It's like you all did mathematics. So, loan repayment, P. The loan repayment is P is equal to A divided by D, where P is equal to the loan repayment, that's the amount, the loan repayment amount. A is what? The loan amount. In this case, is how much?
1 million.
In this case, is 1 million. Now, D is what? The discount factor. And this discount factor is what we are going to calculate. But the thing there is that the discount factor, I think, is a global thing. The discount factor is global, and in most, I think virtually every bank applies that the formula for the calculation. So this is how it is. Maybe I should use another so that everybody can see. The formula is this. One plus I, we're going to get all of that, don't worry. This is what you call caret. Caret, 36. Minus 1. All over. You don't need to break your head about this because it's a universal formula. I times bracket 1 plus I caret N. So this is, I hope I'm getting it to just a little complex. So that is what the formula is. Now, some of these things are variables and some of them are constants. The I here is the periodic interest. I, that is your periodic interest. And how do you get your periodic interest? What is the interest rate?
30%.
And what does 30% translate to? 0.3. Good. And he's supposed to pay for how many years?
3 years.
3 years. And 3 years translates to what? 36 months. Thank you very much. So the periodic interest here is 30%, which is equal to 0.3. And the 3 years is equal to 36. So to get your I is equal to, because your I is the monthly amount to be paid on 36 months. So you first of all get it in 1 year, which is 12 months. Yeah. So it is 0.3 over 0.025. Exactly, 0.025. So this is your rate per month. This is your rate per month. So out of that 30%, out of this 0.3, which is 30%, what you're paying every month is 0.025 every month. Okay? So that is what our I is. That is this I in the formula here. Now what is our N? Our N is actually here, 36 months. Our N is the number of repayment times. The number of repayment times. Have you worked in the bank before?
Yes, it's a banker.
Ah, okay. You should come here and be teaching us these things. N is the number of repayment times, that is 36 months. So if we are going to look at how much Sholape is going to pay back every month, we are now going to fix in these variables into our formula. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, now in your book, Oya. Right. Huh? Every month is how much? Every month is 36,000. Okay, this is how we do it. Using this formula, we do 1. This is 1 plus I. What is our I? 0.025. This character 36 is a standard formula as it is. You get it in your calculator, or there's a loan calculator where if you just press it, the figure or the value will come out. But you know, if you want to do, I'm not teaching you to do bad thing. But most times when you get to the calculator, if you just do, there's a way you press it, the calculator will just bring out everything. The moment you just key in your repayment amount and the loan amount, it will just bring it out. But let's just, for the sake of learning, let's just do this, okay? So we do this. Minus 1 is I is minus 1 divided by our I again, 0.025 times 1 plus 0.025 bracket caret 36. So at the end of the day, for a person who is using a person who is using a loan app, if you calculate it, what you will get is 23.556 here. That's what you will get. 23.556. What we are doing, we just kind of abbreviate, and it's just a rough estimation. It's a rough estimation. I think this is 2511, I think. Huh? It's financial education class. So, yes, I think today we should have 5 groups. So we'll take number 1 to 5. It's 5 groups. 5 groups. No, yesterday evening, the last session we had 4 groups. I think we are more today. Yes, we are more today. So We are more today, so we should 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3. We have 5 groups. So if you move to your group now, you know how many is in there. So group 1, group 2, and group 3 will have 5 persons each. So group 1. Group 1. Group 1.
Okay, this side.
Yeah, group 1 this side. Yes, so that you can come and share the 2 here. So 2 here. 2 here. Group 2. Yeah. Group 3. No, they go like that. Group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5.
Group 1. Group 1. I be Emma. I be group 1.
I can't be only you. They are always confused. God just did it. Don't take it fast because of your glasses. Okay. 5. It's in group 3. So sit there. This is 5. So why is group 5 3? You are in group 5. No. Yeah, you are 2 when you come. 1, 2, 3. It meant 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yes. So she's 2. Yes. Yes, she's 2. How many are you? So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 6. So somebody here does not know this. 6. Lost it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please join them. Just join them. Let me think about it. Okay. We're going to look at
some banks advertise their loan to Sholape. Some banks advertise their loan to Sholape. So we are going to help Sholape decide which bank loan she's going to take. After we have looked at some of the factors that she's going to consider. So look at the advertisement of the bank. Which group is that? Okay, sorry. So just look at what the banks are offering. Look at what they are saying they will give.
Annual payment.
She also has some factors that she's putting into consideration before she will choose which bank she will take. Now, what is the APR for Better You Microfinance Bank?
30%.
So they are offering how much? The rate repayment at 30%. All right. What about Upward Bank? They are asking for 25%. What about XYZ Cooperative? 10%. Okay. Is there an ease of accessing loan? She also thought about that. She looked at how easy will it be for me to access the loan. So from that their brochure that they gave her, is it mentioned that there's an ease of accessing the loan? They said there's one condition. They say you must be a customer for up to 6 months.
Why?
Must have minimum personal contribution of 10%. That's the condition.
So we can say for Better You, she does not have an ease because she hasn't been a customer of the bank.
Yes.
She has not been a customer of the bank for up to 6. So ease of accessing the loan, she cannot get it. What about Upward Bank?
Minimum personal contribution 10% of the total cost of the project.
But did they mention that you must be a customer?
No.
No. Which means she can access loan in because they didn't give her any form of conditionality. Yes. They didn't give a conditionality, Abi. Yes. So there's ease of accessing the loan. What about XYZ Cooperative?
There's a condition.
What's the condition?
6 months.
She must be a member of the cooperative for up to 6 months. So there's no way she can access this. Okay.
Not more than twice the amount of your savings contribution.
So which means if she is contributing, let's assume she contributed 500,000.
You can only give her 1 million.
She can only have access to 1 million naira. Okay, so those are the conditions. What about the amount that she's asking for? Can she get it? She's asking for 1 million. In Better You Microfinance Bank, can she get the amount? Hmm? Yes. There's no condition given on an amount, isn't it? They didn't specify that you must not get beyond this. So she can get the amount. So there's sufficient. Is there anything like that? Which one is the first? Better You says there is a maximum amount. So she's not looking for 5 million now. She's looking for 1 million. So which means she can get it here. So sufficient fund. What about Upward Bank?
10 million.
10 million. And she wants 1 million. So she can get it. XYZ.
1 million.
Not more than twice the amount of your contribution. So which means
It's 1 million.
high tendency.
What she's contributing. They didn't specify, but being that it's a cooperative, she may have up to 1 million. She may even have more than that. She may have more than that. So there's every likelihood that she can get the loan in. So we can put sufficient funds for her. What about payment frequency?
Upwards.
What's the payment frequency? How much? Did they specify how she's supposed to pay? Is it monthly, bi-monthly?
Yes.
Monthly. So it's monthly. The same thing for upward, isn't it?
Yes.
What about XYZ?
The same thing.
You say monthly, okay. Is there any other available support that they are offering?
Training
Upward.
Training courses.
Upward is offering something, eh?
Training
Okay. What about you say Upward is offering?
Yes.
So what about Better You? It's offering. What about the cooperative?
No.
Not to
Huh?
XYZ, not
XYZ, no support. Okay, from this, what we have here now. What bank, well, what financial institution can she consider?
Upward.
Oh, she can consider Upward.
Yes.
Middle one.
Okay, middle. Why? Okay, the percentage is less.
Yes, and the duration of payment is also 5 years.
Okay, the duration is 5 years.
And the monthly repayment is minimum.
Okay, all right. But you know, it's good. Yes.
We will take XYZ.
You will take XYZ.
Yes.
Why?
Even though the duration is shorter and the monthly repayment is just 10%, the interest, the accumulating interest will not be as much as this other.
Okay, you know, from here, it might not be too wise to make your decision from here until you now go back to do your calculation. You go back to do your calculation based on these criteria that you have. She wants to take 1 million in a Better You Microfinance Bank. They're giving her 30%, which is quite high. You'll be looking at it that for 1 million, but we already know, we've already done calculation that she'll be paying 42,000. Okay, so let us. We'll just find a way to squeeze it in here because I don't have what's it called? Enough flipchart paper. Criteria she considered, which should also be the criteria we will consider when we want to collect a loan. She looked at the APR, that is the annual percentage rate, which we have seen from the different banks, from different institutions. She looked at the ease of her assessing the loan, that is the conditions that they have given, which we also saw here, and found out that for this bank she will not, for here she will, and given the what was the information in the brochure. She also looked at the amount she can borrow and found out that for the 3 institutions she can have access to whatever amount, or rather the amount she wants. She also looked at the repayment frequency. Is on a monthly basis for each of them. And then she saw that they have minus the cooperative. The other ones have support services, you know, support and availability of non-financial services. They offer the entrepreneurship training, they offer some form of guidance and things like that. So these are conditions, which means if she takes the loan, which means an officer will come to check how that loan is doing, if she can pay back, if there's any difficulty or challenge that she's encountering that may make her not be able to meet up on a monthly basis, they can help with that. So we want to see now which bank will she go for after she has done her calculation. Sorry, we'll have to draw this. We'll have to draw our this thing again. Okay. What is the name of the product? Number one, we have APR, that is the percentage, the annual percentage rate, which is here is 30% per annum. Here is 25% per annum. And here is 10% per annum. Then we also have the amount repayable, or rather, what's the duration, which is the term of the loan, the period of repayment. For better you, they said 3 years, Abi. Then for upward, they said 5 years. And then for XY, they said how much?
1 year.
1 year. So this 3 years translates to what? 36 months. 5 years is how many months? 60 months. One year is another thing you should consider in loan is that loan is calculated in terms of months. If they tell you 10 years, 10 years is like 120 months. Abi? Okay. Then we're looking at the amount repayable each month. For Better You Microfinance Bank, we're able to calculate how much? 42,451. Okay, it's a calculator with calculation with plus. That means we'll calculate the others. So. For upward, can we do that? For upward, let me see if I can quickly do it. Our mathematician, where's our banker? Let me see if I can quickly do it so that we can. That's for 1 month. Multiplied by 60. Are you able to get what I'm getting? Is there any way that we're on the same page or even close? Somebody may get 29 something here. Somebody may get 87.6 or thereabouts. But yeah, governments on the same page, eh? Amount minus 1 million from this, minus 1 million from this, so that you will get the real cost of the loan. So what's the real cost of the loan for 528 250? Here, how much?
587 300.
And here
154 992.
Okay. So are we seeing what it is?
Yeah.
So what is the real cost of the loan?
This, this 25%. How can it be
25.
higher than the debt?
Don't forget this.
The years.
Duration.
Okay.
Don't forget this. This is 60 months. And this is just 36 months. And this one is just 12 months. You say there's plenty problem here, but we're finding out that actually the one that has the lowest cost. Far, far, far.
The highest pressure.
The duration is where the pressure is. So that also brings us to the fact that you will be the one to do what? So decide. That is why before you go ahead to undertake a loan, first of all do this. First of all do this. You may not do it like this. Maybe you go to XYZ bank. XYZ will do their calculation for you and give you that the real cost of your loan is 528 256. You look at it, you say, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense for 1 million. But if you look at it, you're paying almost half of the money that you're collecting. Then you go to Upward Bank. Upward Bank will do their calculation and give you this. It's more than that. But then you go to XYZ Cooperative. They will do their calculation and give you this. So you find out that for a loan of 1 million naira, the real cost in XYZ Cooperative is 54,000 naira in 12 months. But the pressure is higher. It has a higher pressure. So it is not left for the person collecting the loan to decide which loan do I take. So that means the least expensive loan is from XYZ Cooperative. So do we understand this?
Yes.
All our mathematicians in the house. Okay. So let us very lightweight. Okay. So, having looked at the cost of getting a loan, which is also the cost of a credit facility, and we have also looked at the the conditions that you need to consider before going ahead to take your loan. Let us see if we have been able to, cover what we set out to do. to make a wise choice of loan and credit institution. That is what we did, isn't it? When we did this calculation. We have the various criteria for our loan product. And from here, we are able to make a choice as to which loan we can pick. So to make a wise choice on loan and credit institution, that is the lender, you first need to be familiar with the different products. All the different products that they are offering. The different types of loans that they are offering. Whether it will suit you. And know to calculate and compare the cost of the loans on offer. Armed with this information, you will be able to choose the product that best suits your need. So when you know the different products that they are offering, you understand, and you know how to calculate the cost, compare and calculate the cost, then you will know what is best suits you, if it's something you can go for. As much as you are saying that this one is very okay, but I tell you that a lot of people will not go for this.
Yes.
Many people will not go for this. Many people will not go for this because they say, kai, they can't take it. You know, there's one loan app that called me one day and said somebody I know is owing them money. And that they are going to blacklist the person, they will harass me, they will send whatever to me. I was like, which one is my own inside now? So, those kind of people, it may be cheap, but then you'll be put under a lot of pressure. Okay, so, our second key message is that your choice of lender depends on the nature of your project. Of course, if you want to buy a house, you know you will not go to XYZ Microfinance Bank. You will go to a mortgage bank. If you want to set up a small cream making industry, where you'll be producing cream, packaging it and selling to people, you know you will not go to Upward U bank. You will go to Bank of Commerce or Bank of Industry. That we learned earlier in the morning. So your choice of lender depends on the nature of your project, the goal you wish to achieve by taking that loan. These are the two criteria, you know, your choice of lender, the nature of your project, and then the goal you wish to achieve. Don't forget that some have other professional services that they offer, which can really help to boost your business. So we understand all of this.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much. Do we have questions? Is there anything that is not clear? Or something that we are doubtful about? Okay. Thank you very, very much for this session. I enjoyed it. It made me sweat a little bit. And it made some of your hair to stand there. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. We can give ourselves 5 of it. Yes, it's coming from down up.
If you know you have ever eaten coconut, stand up. You have ever eaten. You know you have ever eaten coconut? Stand up. You have eaten coconut at least once in your life. Stand up. So we have to spell coconut with our body.
Okay.
And you know the spelling of coconut is C-O-C-O-N-U-T. So let's spell it. Coconut. Coconut. Just learn about taking a loan facility, right? What you need to know before you take a credit facility. We discuss about how to identify lenders, how to select lenders, and then we talked about what you need to know, the cost of a credit facility or loan you want to take. The dangers of taking a loan. Now we are going into dangers of default and over-indebtedness. One of the things is that when you take a loan, you have a responsibility to repay back, right?
Yes, sir.
And we had a proverb that says, what did the proverb say? There is only a big man and a big woman. You can only be a big man and a big woman if you pay debt. Abi? Yes. So, dangers of default and over-indebtedness. If you take a loan and you are not able to pay, what happens? So, who can tell me what is default? When you say default, what are you talking about? Yes?
Default is when you collect a credit facility and you are not able to pay.
Either you refuse to pay or you are not able to pay. Because there are some people, they are able to pay, but they just decide not to pay. So this section will do some things in contribution to this financial education. The first thing is to understand the dangers of default on payment and over-indebtedness. If you default, there are dangers. If you are over-indebted, there are dangers. To identify the causes of over-indebtedness and at-risk behavior. What will make you become over-indebted? And what are the behavior when you are at risk? And lastly, to identify the ways of avoiding serious indebtedness and how to escape from it. Will anyone want to be over-indebted?
No.
Will anyone want to be a defaulter?
No.
So at the end of this section, we are expected to understand how to avoid default and over-indebtedness. We are going to start this with a role play. A role play where we have 3 characters. I'm going to give these 3 characters papers to read out. Each of them will read out the portion that concerns the character he or she has taken. Do you understand?
Yes.
Who are the 3 volunteer characters? I need 3 volunteer characters. papers. Who is the last volunteer? I need a man now. There are 3 characters in that document. The lighting is poor, so you cannot. The first character is Enoche. Enoche is the first character. So who is taking Enoche? Okay, she's Enoche. The second character is Annie. Who is taking Annie? And the fourth character is the third character is no. The third character is Lami. The third character is Lami on the other page. So, Chair.
I see. Even today. I say, Annie, isn't today that your loan application is being decided on at the microfinance institution?
Annie.
Yes. The loan committee is meeting at 11 o'clock this morning. Yes, the loan committee is meeting at 11 o'clock this morning. I am not worried because this time I am only asking for 2 million naira, which is less than one applied for last.
Level. Let me check.
Why are you borrowing only 2 million? Are you forgotten that before I return next week, I have to pay back my uncle who gave me a loan some years back when I first traveled to the UK?
Annie.
2 million naira is exactly the amount I need for the top staging of my shop. Besides, you told me you will bring the money for the repayment of the loans from your uncle.
And a check.
I know, but as you know, when you visited my parents, I had to give some additional money to them for a family function that they are hosting. This time, you must borrow at least 3 million from the microfinance institution.
But I will never be able to pay back such a long loan. Such a large loan.
Don't worry about it. I will work for some extra hours over some months when I return to the UK and send the money to them.
How are you and your family? Are you all well?
Yes, thank you. Everything is fine. Annie, what about you?
I need to ask you a favor. Will you lend me 100,000 naira? I need to repay the loan I took from the shop paper.
trying to move away. But Annie, this is the second time you have asked me for money to pay back the shopkeeper, and you never return the 50,000 I lent you.
Don't worry, I will pay you back. Tomorrow, I'm getting some money from my sister-in-law.
And I will give it to you immediately.
Did you also borrow from your sister-in-law?
Yes, I had to borrow from her. I had to borrow from her too, because my daughter was very ill for some weeks. I also did not want to bother my husband again. He has to work extra hours to be able to send me more than usually does. As a result of all this I am every
Okay? Did you listen to the character or repayment terms and conditions? Because you will know if you don't keep record of when you are supposed to pay, before you know you are a defaulter. You need those records. Not regularly putting aside money for repaying a loan. If you don't put aside money to repay a loan, then you become indebted. Now, we have identified so many of these. We now want to classify these reasons for indebtedness into some that are due to bad decision or poor decision, and then those due to bad luck. You know, we talked about different reasons just now. Some of them may be because of the decision you take. You are being? Some may be as a result of bad luck. For instance, like sickness. You didn't take it as a decision, but luck fell out of you. So, what are those that we think are due to poor decisions?
Lack of budget.
Lack of budgeting. Lack of saving, setting amount money aside to pay for the loan.
Mismanagement.
Mismanagement. Improper planning.
Easy access to credit.
Easy access to credit or borrowing from different sources.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Not regularly putting aside money.
Yeah, that is issue about savings. Yes. Ignorance.
Forgetting your goal.
Forgetting your goals. Contracting a loan without sufficient means of repayment. Contracting without sufficient means of repayment.
Inadequate information.
Inadequate information about the loan.
Borrowing to service a loan.
We say what?
Borrowing to service a loan.
Borrowing to service a loan.
Giving more money than you can afford.
Giving more money than you can afford. Engaging in risky commercial practices and so forth. What are those ones due to bad luck? Sickness. Theft. Eh? Natural disaster.
It's out of debt.
Debt,
External forces.
Like
Bad government policies.
unforeseen circumstances,
government policy not be bad.
why not?
Change in living conditions.
Policies, change in policy change.
What of that cash policy?
Increase in inflation.
Cashless policy. Government policy.
But this can also be as a result of poor decision, inflation. When you're taking a loan, you should also begin to look at the inflationary trend, the economic, the general microeconomic policies that it can change anytime. But it could also be due to bad luck. For instance, now the CBN has dropped interest rate at least. You now go and borrow. If by next month they say interest rate don't increase, you see that is bad luck.
Yes.
So,
Cashless policy.
so these are the issues. Other things that you don't have control over are all due to bad luck. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
So in thinking about taking loan, you should at least put all of this into consideration. And the major issues around those that have due to bad luck is what? What do we think in order to deal with this? Because this, you need financial education. You need discipline. But the ones that are due to bad luck, how do we deal with them?
emergency service.
You need to have emergency savings. You have to have emergency savings. Way out. Make una clap for una self. You are always on point. Emergency savings. You must begin to put money aside to be able to deal with these issues. Do you know someone who has failed to repay a loan? If you know someone who has failed to repay a loan, stand up. If you know someone who has failed to repay a loan, stand up. Stand up. If you know someone who has taken a loan and failed to repay. Why? Each of you tell me briefly why.
If I tell you my own, don't laugh. It's a practical thing. It's not that I know something. I am the one.
Okay. Why?
That's why I say don't laugh. You see, pressure can make you do something you don't like. And you will not look at the terms and conditions. Why I failed to pay that loan? I felt like I was cheated. So for that reason, let me stay. They will be calling me, and when they are tired, and when me too am tired, I will pay. This is it. I collected a loan. I was telling them now, at least I know they lie again. These two they are aware. That was been happening since. I collected a loan of 150 from Fair Money. And I never knew what I would pay back was 100K. That's 250,000. So what I got to know, I became angry with myself and the app. And that money, not that I hadn't money to pay, I needed money to do something and not looking at the consequences behind what I'm doing. So out of anger, I said I'm not going to pay that money. But last, for me to be a free woman, I have paid because the call I received, they called that my destiny.
Okay, nice. So, class, why what will you address that to between the reasons when we classify the causes of over-indebtedness?
Poor decision.
Poor decision. Okay, second person.
Okay, my own case is my husband's friend.
Okay.
He took loan, I think he spent money too. So at the point they were not calling me and my husband. That's so one person borrowed money. I did not know what he used the money to sincerely because it's not us. But also we are getting the call. I asked him, I said, why did you, because it's a loan app. So when I asked him, why did you use it? He said, my sister, that he used it to sort one issue, then the money couldn't come, something. So they were not calling even his office, even our church members, that's why they were not calling everybody. So because of that, anything about loan.
So what happened?
He later paid bit by bit, but after a long time.
But it was not that serious pressure.
After a long time. So because of that, me and this loan.
Chia.
Yes, I think mine is a friend of mine that meet me to borrow money for him. And I told him I don't have the money. But I went ahead and collected the money from somebody. 500,000.
Oh, yeah.
And he paid 200. And the 300 till now. Over some years, I have to pay.
As a guarantor.
I have to pay.
As a guarantor, you
Yes.
have to now pay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Oga?
Yes, it's equivalent to him because I was a guarantor for somebody. So if it has no pay, they just come to my shop. Say they want to pack my machines. At last, I pay part of it. The person pay part of the money.
So what lessons do we learn from that?
I have learned a lot from it. For me not to guarantee anybody, even my
Sit down. Is that the best? Is that the best lesson? I'm not sure it's the best never to guarantee anybody because
No, for loan.
even for loan, because if you yourself
You might need someone.
even you yourself might need guarantee. But what it means is that before guaranteeing somebody, you need to know the person's well and know the person's capability.
Yes.
Even the person's financial education, you need to know. You understand? You need to know before you go into even the terms of the guarantee that you want to do. Because I'm sure they told you if the person no pay, you will be the one that will pay. So as a result of poor decisions. Okay.
It was a friend of mine. During that COVID-19, he collected a loan. You know, they were issuing loan through online. When that my friend collected 500,000 naira, he thought it was a grant. So he mismanaged it. Unfortunately, there was the time money entered his account. And this money is not his own money. They give it to buy some things. They wipe it. And unfortunately, my friend, I think he has paralysis now. I don't know.
He has stroke, hypertension.
Maybe with other reasons.
Okay. So, you see what stress and pressure of over-indebtedness and default can cause. See that, my sister?
The case of my mother's younger sister. She was in a hospital in Benin, a government hospital. So the husband now asked her to go and borrow from the cooperative. She borrowed and the husband refused to pay. Now left her and the children alone. So she's no longer with the husband. The husband has not paid a loan of 3 million. So she's now borrowing to feed. It's not even because they are taking the money from the salary. Okay. Now borrowing to feed, she went to borrow from people that they interest. So she's always borrowing. Every day she's borrowing.
Okay. You see what
until the entire family had to contribute
to offset the loans. Okay. And then she was lucky to have a family that rescue her. Madam Lami.
On my own case, may God help me. I've been a guarantor for many people. Even I'm not sure I got it now. Because as we are saying right now, there are some people that 2012 I collected a loan. I stand as a guarantor for him in our mini cooperative meeting over there where I live. But along the line, his son was in bad luck because the demolition that happens 2012 in our area affected him. That's number one. Secondly, they sacked him at work. So, because of all those reasons, he was unable to pay back. So when they are calling him, he now told them that, am I the one that came to collect money from you? Go and meet the woman, without him knowing that I'm with them. So when they call him, they say they should go and meet me. In fact, I nearly fought to the other side because when I heard about soldier coming to harass me, I didn't know what to do. And the thing is that they approached me. We didn't have in our own cooperative a friend, because as was crying, my friend now said that, okay, let her go to their cooperative. So she now went to their cooperative, collecting and giving him. So in the other hand, when the soldier had dragging her, she said she know the guy through me. So she brought the soldier to my house. But sad, the sincerity is that we have to pay back the money. Up to now, he hasn't paid back, but yet I'm not wise. Because right now, I've seen standing for another 3 people. But those one, they have the capacity of paying back.
Thank you. Yes.
No, my own case. There's a contribution they are doing in my area. Saturday contribution. It pay any amount. But they know me very well then. My cousin now sent us. He need money. Anywhere that is going to pay. I carry him to the place. We collected 150,000. And the money to pay is easy. They will remove the 10% from me immediately. But you can pay after 1 month. You started pay. If you did not pay at all, you pay 200 naira when you did not have money. But if you fail to pay, it's 10% of what you are owing. The remaining money to pay is the interest. So better you just pay that 200 naira if you don't have at all. So we are content like that. If you did not pay, I pay the 200 naira. By the time the year ends, it's just that 200 naira that I'm remitting that is happy. Other people's card that I collected, that I'm controlling, they seize those money for the card. So it now put me in a debt for another season. Because the people that are owing other card, they want to collect their money.
For Christmas.
It's a bit of help for me. Because he involved my husband, he involved the entire family. I call the father is my father's younger brother. I call him in it. I say I send my account. If the money comes presently now, I say I see the money. Till date, the card is in where I kept it now. So that debt is not an easy. So now I've learned that any money that I cannot dash anybody is a miracle.
Yes, madam.
Is a member of my cooperative. We run cooperative under my zone. So this guy came. He is a member. He took loan, and then when he wanted to collect the loan, he was looking for a guarantor, but nobody was ready because your guarantor must be a member of the cooperative. He was looking for a guarantor. Nobody was ready to be his guarantor. So one of the ESCO, that is my friend, now told a woman that please help me to be the guarantor of the guy. So the woman guaranteed the man. He collected 300,000. So he was supposed to be paying. Then like the way we run it is that the payment time is 3 months. Then if you cannot pay it for 3 months, you can re-borrow, bring in the interest. You can still borrow it for another 3 months. The guy refused to borrow it. After 3 months, another interest after 3 months for the whole year. He didn't pay up, he didn't re-borrow. So when it was the end of the year to close down the pay people, then I called the guy. I said, why I did not pay the loan? He said he has this, he has that. So when they now asked the woman that, okay, you are the guarantor, you have to pay. The woman said she was not going to pay, that it was the ESCO member that asked her to be the guarantor. So what we concluded is that both the ESCO member and the woman that be the guarantor, they should put her together to pay off the money, because the money must be paid. We cannot listen to excuses. So the both of them has to contribute 150,000 to pay the debt.
At the end of the day, they pay the debt as a result of pressure, right?
Yes.
I have one basic issue on this issue of law. I was made to understand from those collecting money from Asusu, all these cooperative, and those women that or men that give loan. Is there any diabolical things behind that? Because it's very rare, very hard for people who use that channel and collect loan to pay back.
I have an answer to that.
Okay,
Yes,
somebody has an answer.
Yes, to my own analysis for that. So me, I don't believe that there is anything like diabolic in it. Especially for this LAPO and grooming and all. Most people, they collect this loan. They don't have money. They don't have anything at all to start up a business. But some of them will collect 250,000, 200,000 naira from LAPO to start up a business. And when you start up a business, you are going to be paying back weekly. And you are starting the payment immediately. They don't give time to set up the business and all that. So you have to start paying every week. From that money you collected from them, you start removing every week to pay. By the time 1 month will elapse, the person does not have any money to restock. And that's why it's looking like diabolic. But it's not.
Sir, it's not all. Some of you guys, diabolic behind it, sir. For we that come from my area, you know, there are some people, and we have heard about testimony, that when you borrow money, it only takes the grace of God for you to pay back. You keep on paying the interest. You keep on paying the interest. First year, second year, you won't be able to even finish the interest unless of the many capital.
Yeah, no.
I just want to speak to what you guys said. I'm not negating the fact that there might be diabolic measures. But the truth is that a borrower is always a servant to the lender.
Yes.
You get that picture clear. A borrower is a servant to the lender. Then number two, my people perish for lack of knowledge. It is very proper for you to have financial education before you proceed to borrow. Yes.
So I have one. So this thing you're saying, I know people that will borrow from LAPO. They will now go and buy an Igbo woman, but born in Rivers State, so I'm more of Rivers. But here in Abuja, that might be the same market. Somebody went and borrowed money from grooming. You now came back and bought two cartons of beer and celebrated. The money don't go down. Sometimes somebody will borrow money that I want to do this business. They will use it and pay school fees, sir. I'm telling you, that's what most people do. Some use it to pay her. In fact, I intervened in one day. I was so aggressive with her. I said, how can you collect money that you want to do business? You're going to pay new house. So when they come tomorrow, you will say, Lapo, don't do you juju abi. Now, this is it, sir. Most 80% is not juju. This is it.
Thank you very much. Yes.
I want to use myself as an example. When I did my wedding, I was earning 27,500. I was saving part of it. So I was having camera. Before my wedding, I was having one camera, D3400. So due to along the line of the arrangement of the wedding, this was a little bit difficult. But I cannot advise myself. I have to meet somebody that is ahead of me. Say, how will I go about it? I want to borrow like 100,000. I just have to drop my laptop. I should go and bring check for somebody that they will sign in case I don't go for it. And I was like, this camera, I have two cameras. The other one is small. What if I just sell this one? Maybe if I have money tomorrow, maybe I'll buy a bigger one. To cut the whole story short, I sold the camera. I finished my wedding. Then God helped me. I got a bigger job. I was now saving for a bigger camera. To God be the glory, I bought the camera that is even worse than that camera. So sometimes if you want to borrow, you live within your means. Don't just say, okay, because you are getting something, you want to just live, you want to impress people. So it's another advice.
Thank you very much. I want to ask a question. You people observe when somebody wants to talk, I stay afar from that person. Who can tell me why?
To get the reaction.
No.
You want listening. You want the person to express himself.
Yes.
Very well.
To get the reaction.
Yes.
For the speaker to have confidence.
Yes.
actions speak louder than voice.
So that when if I'm close to you, you will not talk for others to hear. That's why you see, if anybody want to talk, I stay afar from that person. Because it's not me you are talking to. It's the group you are talking to. But you see, all the loan people have defaulted. He said that due to poor decision or bad luck. There's nothing diabolical about it. Mainly it's as a result of poor decision. First, if you don't have a goal attached to taking a loan, that COVID-19 money, some of my colleagues took it and they came to tell me, say, na free money make we take. I say, me, I know they take free money. By the time the deduction came, after 2-3 years, everybody started crying, running up. Chair, come rich. I said, when I told you people, me, I don't want free money. Am I making a point? You take a loan, you did not tie the loan to any financial goal. You did not tie the loan to a project that had the capacity to repay the loan. So people take loan to marry. Yes. So these are, for me, the two main reasons. And I'm very happy that the discussion is looking at what we have talked about. Am I making a point?
Yes, sir.
So before you take a loan, have knowledge of that loan, the cost of that loan. What are you going to use the loan to do? If not, you will become a defaulter. Then you will say the microfinance is now doing juju. I have given papers to 3 people. I have given 3 papers to 3 people, right? Who is Annie in those papers? Okay. Okay. So, Annie.
Yes.
Read out.
You're a member of an Isusu to which...
I am a member of Annie Susu.
I am a member of an Isusu to which Anne also belongs.
Then you are not Annie. Yes, Annie.
Is it Annie or Annie?
It's Anne.
Annie.
Yes. I am a member of Anne's extended family, which consists of.
You are not Annie.
I am the manager of a microfinance institution which Anne and Ekra has
So
already.
in this situation now, none of you is Annie, right? Oh yeah. Note down salient point from this.
I am the manager of the microfinance institution which Anne and Ekra has already contracted the number of loans. Prepare a short sketch in which you examine the client who you want to receive a loan and those you should not.
Prepare a short sketch based on that paper.
I'm a member of an Isusu to which Anne also belongs. She's failing to repay her loan. I should prepare a short sketch in which I will discuss the situation and decide what to do about Anne.
Okay.
I'm a member of Anne's extended family, brother, sister, parent, in-law, and aunties. You have lent money to Anne, and she never repaid you. Prepare a short sketch in which you discuss the situation and decide what to do about Anne.
So it's a role play. Read that story, then prepare a sketch on what to do to Annie. Then you will let us know. Your sketch is ready. You have 3 minutes.
how much is left because she's failing to pay. I'm going to determine how much the money is. Then first, I'll find out who Anna's guarantor were when she came to borrow money. But since we are now a member of the same cooperative, it means she's my friend. So when I find out what her guarantors are, if her guarantor cannot fulfill it, to avoid disturbance, as one of our ways of raising money is through sales of personal assets, we are going to go and look for her personal assets to sell. So we are going to get hold of her personal assets through necessary authorities to make sure that she clears the money. Then, as her friend, I am now going to take her for proper financial education.
That's a good one.
Yes, the second situation.
Our family members.
You are family members.
I will report the case to the family so that we will invite Anne, if possible, if she's there. Then we'll talk about how she will repay the loan. And if she could not repay the loan, we'll see how we can come up about the loan and gather money for it and assist her in order to avoid the embarrassment from the loan.
That is your sketch, okay?
But first of all, I'll ask them for their financial reputation if they are capable of coming to our.
She has taken, she's not able to pay from your story, right? So what do you do to her?
She has not taken in this case. They want to take.
They want to take.
Okay.
She's acting as the manager of the financial institution.
So I will ask for their financial capability, capacity, and their financial plan as well. And if probably they have any collateral for the business.
Okay, thank you very much. What will happen to Annie? What will happen to Annie?
Embarrassment.
Annie will be embarrassed, right? What else? Annie will lose her assets and property because they will be seized. Annie is overburdened.
She might be depressed.
Annie might be depressed. Annie is denied further loan.
Yes.
Annie might fall sick and have stroke. Psychologically depressed. Annie might have lost social value.
And she will not be credit worthy in any bank.
She will be credit worthy in any bank. These are consequences of over indebtedness. Indebtedness has many consequences. How do you know that somebody is already at risk of being excessively indebted? I'm going to give you another 4 problems. Problem 1. If you are the one holding problem 1, read out for us.
Anne has finally been able to borrow 500,000 from the bank to buy materials for a second changing room for her shop. The changing room materials and its assembly cost exactly 250,000.
Note down what they are saying. She has finally been able to borrow 500,000.
The changing room materials and its assembly cost exactly 250,000. Our initial idea was to use the additional 250,000 to buy t-shirts and jeans in bulk for her shop and save enough money to meet the first 3 loan repayments. However, one of her friends persuaded her to lend her the 250,000, promising she would pay back the whole amount before first loan repayment fell due. Now her friend has disappeared with the money and is not picking her calls. What would Anne have done differently?
Story 2.
Emeka has been able to save 60,000 for the purchase of the smartphone. However, when he had no inquiries, he was told that the phone would cost about 100,000. He really needs the smartphone for internet search as he prepared for his graduation. He then gets a loan of 40,000 from his friend, Udo, and promised to pay him back at the end of each month, over 4 months. Luckily, he gets a good bargain for the phone and buys it for 80,000 naira. He then spends the remaining money to take his girlfriend and her friend out to make her birthday. However, at the end of the month, when he has started repaying the loan, he has only a third of the required amount. He could have done it differently. Option A. Emeka could have put aside the amount.
No, don't read out the options.
Managed to open a mining restaurant where she served food. She used her saving accumulated over several years, and she took a loan from a microfinance institution. Her business is small, but has become quite popular and has a good client base. She also increased her revenue by offering catering services to the parties. She has always made her loan repayment on time. Unfortunately, her mother was injured in an accident, and as an emergency measure, Ada Ofuyore borrowed money from her neighbors to pay the medical bills. Shall I continue?
Is that you finished the story, right?
Yes. Asked her for catering services, so she couldn't stay at home with her mother and take her into a town for hospital visits. Ada Ofore realized that she's unable to repay both loans. Now her mother is better, but Ada Ofore owes a lot of money because of late payment penalty, not having made a repayment on time. She is trapped in debt. What could she have done? Indifferent. She is trapped in debt. What could she have done differently?
Okay.
Sholape's cousin became seriously ill and had to stay at home for several months. Shortly before she became ill, she had taken a small loan with a bank to buy a nice television. As she was on a long-term sick leave, she could no longer work at the school. After the first few months, her pay was cut and she could not repay her loan. Now she is better and can work again, but she owes a lot of money because of the late payment penalty. Not having made a repayment on time, she is trapped in debt.
Thank you.
Few repayments before splashing out. Option B. Emeka could have borrowed the other half of the repayment on the celebration. Option C, Emeka could have contacted a larger loan initially, so he could buy the smartphone and mark his girlfriend's birthday.
So,
Option A.
which says
Emeka could have put aside the amount required for the first repayment before splashing out.
is there any other person who has something to say?
So, but aside the options,
No, choose from option A, B.
A is the best.
A is the best.
Yes.
Meaning she would have removed the repayment money before going to take girlfriend and others. Story 3. Question. How could Ada have avoided falling into indebtedness? What could she have done before to avoid this situation?
Option A. Ada of Orewa could have found someone she trusts to look after her mother, so that she can continue work. Section B. Ada of Orewa could have sold reliable items such as berries, livestock, television, or draw her service to pay the medical bills rather than take another loss. Section C. Ada of Orewa could have double the price of the product and services she sells to raise more money to pay the medical bills.
So which one?
Option A.
Option A. We say she would have looked for a trusted friend. But what about option B?
Option B.
That she would have drawn from her personal savings to pay the medical bill of her mother. Would that be the best option?
Yes.
Eh?
She has.
She has. So it should have be option B.
Yes.
You don't have juries and livestock.
That is.
Option D.
That is it, which is still her personal assets instead of borrowing. Story 2.
Story 4.
Wait, story 2. How could Emeka cope now? What to do after once he had already become indebted?
He has to work extra hours to gain more money.
Okay.
He could slash down the family's contribution.
Okay. What other one? What other ones? What about avoiding to take girlfriend out again?
No, they can change the date.
They've gone already. They've gone already. It's already in that situation.
Also reduce on tournament. Sani also reduce on tournament instead of going.
First, he has to work more hours to earn more money. Like you said, he can also cut down on his contribution to the family because he's already in a debt crisis. So he must also do things to be able to save in order to meet up with the debt. Story 3. How can Ada cope now? What? After he's already indebted. What?
He can sell, okay.
Yes.
He can sell his asset to offset the debt.
Okay. Yes. Which other option? He can also still go and draw from his savings to pay up the debt. You understand? Because that is the only way he cannot come out of the indebtedness. He can also work more hours to raise more money to pay the debt. He can also reduce his expenditure to raise money to pay debt. Story 4. Folake have avoided in order to fall into indebtedness?
Option A. Folake would have spoken to her family to see if they could help her get the money needed to repay the loan to avoid the late payment penalty imposed when she was ill. Option B. Folake could have set a little money aside every week or every day in addition to the money needed to repay her loan to cover herself in such circumstances.
So, which option?
Option B.
Option B.
What is option B?
Folake could have set a little money aside every week or every day.
What is option A?
Folake could have spoken to her family to see if they could help her get the money needed.
So, which one is better between these two options? A. Because if she has spoken to the family, maybe she would not have been in an indebted situation.
What if the family are not
Then if the family are not able to, if she takes the loan, because this one is before taking the loan, what could she have done? She would have approached the family members first to see if they can assist her out of what she took the loan to do. If she takes the loan, she would then have to send money aside, because now she has taken the loan. That is the answer to the second question. How can Emeka cope now that is already indebted? That is setting aside money weekly to be able to pay the capital and the interest. Do we understand now?
Yes, sir.
These are things that we think we can do. So, let's go back now to our key messages. What are our key messages in this section? Who can read up number 1?
When you borrow money, you are effectively taking a decision to repay the debt.
When you borrow money, you are effectively taking a decision to repay the debt. Number 2.
Avoid borrowing to repay a loan.
Avoid borrowing to repay a loan. Lastly,
Money lent to you is not yours.
do you understand that?
Yes.
When someone lends you money, it's not your own money. You cannot spend it anyhow. You understand?
Yes.
This is about financial education. First, you must have a goal for which you are lending money for. And when you lend that money, know that when you take the money, you have decided that you will repay. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Avoid borrowing money to repay loan. In that case, you become a serial debtor. Money lent to you is not your money. So let's go back to our aim now and know whether we have been able to achieve our aim. First is that we say we aim to understand the dangers of default on repayment and over-indebtedness. Have we been able to achieve that?
Yes.
Let's appreciate ourselves. And the second, to identify the causes of over-indebtedness and at-risk behavior. Do we understand that now?
Yes, sir.
That at-risk behavior can even lead to stroke.
Yes.
Some it can even lead to payment. And lastly, to identify ways of avoiding serious over-indebtedness and how to escape from it. Have we been able to achieve that?
Yes, sir.
So let us now do the last appreciation of ourselves. Thank you very much. So we have come to the end of today's section and the end of the 3-day training. So let me see if the ILO people are available. Let them just give us closing remarks. Thank you very much. So we'll yield the floor to Grace.
Thank you. Most joy is to see the active participation over the last 3 days and also the smiles on our faces. I like to think that if people thought this was a waste of their time, they will have these smiles on their faces. So we appreciate you again for honoring our invitation. Thank you for your active participation, and we do hope that what you have engaged with in the last couple of days will make meaning to you going forward. So once again, on behalf of my director, Dr. Vanessa Fala, ILO Director for Country Office Abuja, we say thank you for coming here and engaging for this time. I will also appreciate you on behalf of our funders, GIZ. GIZ isn't here with us, but they've made this possible through and by supporting through funding. So thank you very much, and wishing us all the best. Thank you.
On behalf of our great union, National Union of Textile, Garment and Tailoring Workers, I bring us greetings from our national president, the general secretary, because for the couple 2 days, I was with them at the National Education Conference at Kaduna, and they say if I came, I should extend their greetings. Indeed, we are grateful, the FCT Council, for having this opportunity to learn at your table. We thank you, ILO, thank GIZ for the financing this project, and our own comrade. We thank you, sir, for being there to teach us how to how financing options in our businesses. Indeed, we have learned a lot, and we pray that more engagement like this, you will call us again, and then we learn more. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Is committed to helping to improve your businesses. In its pursuit for decent work, ILO is committed to ensure that workers are empowered to manage their businesses well, to have decent work, live decent life, and be able to make decisions about their lives, especially as it involves whether to migrate out of Nigeria. I made you to understand that one of the reasons why we decided on your sector is because we know that this is a sector, especially in the informal economy, where we have high deficiency in the area of decent working conditions, where a lot of people are moving every day in the guise of migrating for better life, for greener pasture. And this may be as a result of ignorance and not having the knowledge on how to manage the resources they are getting from their little businesses. And I believe that for these past 3 days, our knowledge of managing our businesses had improved. And we have all testified to the fact that service is going to be our culture so that we can grow our businesses well. Like I assure you, we will be coming around to see what you are doing and we will try as much as possible to draw more beneficiaries from your sectors. I said you are trained as beneficiaries, not as trainers. But that does not make you not to extend the knowledge you get here to your neighbors who operate around you. And Chair, I am available beyond the ILO-GIZ support. If you call me to come and train more of your members, I will be there. Because the power of the NLC is derived from the strength of its affiliates. And like I told you yesterday, on Monday, I told my colleague that there are unions when you call, you have no doubt as to whether you are going to get back. And one of the unions is the National Union of Textile and Tailoring Workers. So comrades, take back this knowledge. Let it show in your business. Let it show in what you are doing. That is the only thing that will make us proud. Thank you.
Your people have always been singing it at the end of the section.
Okay, so I don't know whether we can sing it for the last time.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Solidarity
forever.
After the count of 2. 1, 2. Tailors Association of Nigeria. We are one in Nigeria. For the unity and progress, we are spread throughout Nigeria. We are proud to be tailors. Our profession is the best in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world. We are the best. Tailors on top. Machine roll.
Tailor is not an ignorant.
Women are great.
No controversy.
Women are great.
No controversy. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Victory.
There is victory for us.
Victory.
There is victory for us.
In the struggle.
In the struggle for our members, there is victory for us. Forward ever, backward never. In the struggle for our members, there is victory.
Greatest Nigerian worker. Most educated Nigerian worker. Articulate Nigerian worker. Most organized Nigerian workers. Greatest Baba. Greatest Gigim. Greatest Boom. Greatest
They are in the classroom, no noise.
Just can't be fight.
on a training for the textile union, the TELOS, in Nigeria. And this training is brought by the ILO, supported by GIZ and German Corporation. Can we get to meet you? We're here with the chairman of the FCT, but let's meet him formally.
Thank you. My name's Comrade Ali M. Paul, the chairman, National Union of Textile, Garment and Tailoring Workers, FCT Council.
All right. So what can you say about the training so far to your union on this premise?
Well, I think most importantly today, myself, our members has learned how to strengthen their financial literacy and promoting economic inclusion. We have learned a lot from the resource people, and we have known that ordinarily like this, as a businessman, you shouldn't just dive into collecting credit scheme or loan, but you need to get the knowledge of what and when it is due for you to collect the loan, and where do you collect the loan to is very important, because credit facilities, there are many, but they begin to look at the interest rate, the some hidden interest, and then importantly, if you don't have business tie to the credit facility, it is advisably that you didn't go for it.
So what do you hope to build on, moving on from this training as regards your members?
Now, moving on from today, I and my members has understand the implication, and then from now we are sensitized. It is better we train ourselves to save, and then we take from our savings, and then we boost our businesses rather than go for a loan, and it's not tied to a business. I don't think it's helpful for your business. That's what it is a takeaway home.
We've seen you as participant to this program, but we want to know, will you make effort in getting this kind of training, or what you've received from here? Will you be able to make effort to cascade it to even the shop floor workers?
Yes,
in your union.
Yes, I think immediately after this, I even told all my participants, I say everybody should give me a report on what they learned here, because we need to translate or impact the knowledge we learn from here to our members that are not opportune to be here, and therefore so that they can improve too on their businesses, and then we grow together.
Thank you very much for having you, Mr. Chairman.
God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Madam, welcome, madam.
Thank you.
I will learn you're one of the participants in this training.
Yes, I am. Yes.
What will you say the training have impacted in you?
All I have to say is wow, it's excellent, and I'm grateful and part of the beneficiaries.
Can we get to meet you and what you call?
Okay, I am Comrade Ogechuku Azomta Bulus. A tailor, a fashion designer. That's it.
So what impact has it made, this training, on you mentally going forward? What do you think that you can actually improve on as the base of this training?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question, because one, the training is all about financial management, training me on how to know how to be more efficient and how to know just knowledge about handling my finances, know when to borrow, know when not to borrow, just to know my goals before going for anything.
Okay, so you're hoping that from the background you've gotten from this training, your financial activities will be better managed.
Yes, the literacy on finance right now.
So how often will you want to see this kind of training?
Well, I wouldn't mind bi-monthly, 3 times in a year, 4 times in a year, because it's impactful.
Thank you for having you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Can we get to meet you? Okay, I am Comrade Yakubu Friday,
Taylor Union Chairman, Arab Markets Branch. So we've seen you in this training of financial education as regards how to manage your finances. What would you be saying is your take home from this training?
Yeah, that's a very important question. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the organizers of this great program. I've been able to know about budgeting, which is one of my lapses when it comes to my business. And I believe from now on, I will start practicing budgeting so that I'll be able to manage my income and my resources.
Okay, so the practicability of what you've learned here, how in future will you say build up your business?
Like so far so good. Like from the first day we started talking about savings, I think that same day I started saving immediately. So from what I've even saved within these few days, I believe in the future I will see my business grow even without taking a loan.
Now, I heard you a bank chairman where you come from, in your union. What measures will you take? Though you are here as a participant, not as a trainer, but what measure will you take in ensuring that this knowledge you gain is also cascaded down to the shop floor?
I love that question because it's just like you're reading my mind. Even while we finished today, while we're doing the training today, I was talking to the chair lady. I told her that this is a great opportunity for us to pass the information we've gotten down to the ones that were not able to come. And in that respect, we'll definitely have to organize a seminar for our own zone so that we can pass this knowledge that we've gained. Because, you know, truth be told, you can tell many, but few will use it. But that few that will use it, it will be a result for the training you've gotten.
I see you are also a young person. Though you are married, but you are a young person. What impacts of this financial education will you say? Is it necessary for young people to have financial education?
It's very, very important because the future, you only get to know how the future will look like from today. So if you don't save from now, you know that the future is going to be bad. That's why you see people up into pension and all that, because they're already seeing the future. So it's very important at a very young, tender age, you're getting this kind of information. Believe me, you will see that you don't even have to even focus on the pension stuff, because you have the chance and time to save more, to build your business. And in that sense, you already have a whole lot of resources for the future.
Thank you for having me here.
Same here, night.
Hope to see you in the future. Do well.
Sure, thank you.
We've concluded the training here at in Abuja for the Tailoring and Textile Union. We're here with one of the facilitators who have been engaged in the days of training. I will let her speak for herself. Ma'am, can we get to meet you?
Thank you very much. My name is Comrade Chidinma Jim. I work with the NLC.
So how can you say right now that this training has been of immense contribution to your participants here?
All right, thanks very much. This is a training that is organized by the ILO with support of the German International Cooperation Agency, and it is organized with the mind to teach business people, especially small business owners, the importance of financial education, to enlighten them on how to manage their funds, how to manage their resources, things that have to do with borrowing, loan facility, savings, how they can draw up their budgets, and and things that generally have to do with finance. So I believe that this training is really apt. I believe that it is important, it is necessary, especially for business people, because it helps them to grow their business, it helps them to manage their business properly, It helps them to be able to know if they're actually making profit or they are not. And it also helps them to keep track of their income and their expenses, and to know that it's important to save. So I believe it's a training that is really impactful. I believe that it will in fact, a lot of the participants have testified that the training has been an eye-opener for them. So it's quite a wonderful training.
As a facilitator, how often will you advise that this training should, continue to build on the gains so far?
Well, I would recommend that the training should be done, it should be frequent, because it is targeted at specific groups. It is targeted at specific groups, so it should be done frequently.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.